Alright, losers, I'm gonna be talking about Little Revive, the alter ego of Josh and my personal favorite artist of all motherfucking time. I'm gonna be reading his trilogy albums of Grim Peaks, his own little universe that he created on his own. And let me say, all three of the albums are fucking great in my opinion, but I want to rank them. So for the first one to be the best, and the third to be, okay-ish, but not my. I don't want to say my personal favorite because they're all great, but I want to rank them for me at least because they're all three of them, not both, but all three are out, and I just want to give my own little rankings. And he doesn't have, let me see, not a lot of songs, but not a lot of videos. It's just four albums. There is one called, I think it was with Darko, and like another one. I can't remember that one, but I know there was like at least four or five albums. So yeah, I'm not gonna be ranking those. Just Grand Peaks, just all three of them. So for the number one, let's start for the third. My third favorite album from Grim Peaks. It has to be. It's kind of like a tough spot for me to put this because I love them all, but if I had to rank like my least favorite out of all the three for third place, I think it would just be the first one. So I'm not saying it's bad. I think it was a great introduction to the album. It was a great introduction to like his whole universe, and it has like really great songs. But I I don't know, like I do like it. It's just with this album, in my opinion, it's more like an in and out. It's just like maybe sometimes I want to listen to it and some like the whole album, and sometimes I don't. It really does have some cool, like really good sketchy, not sketchy, really good catchy. That's what I meant to say. Good catchy songs, like I don't feel so good. I never asked to exist. The most important things are things. I really love those. Really classic bangers for me. But it's for me, it's just a hit or miss. It's like I like it or not like it. It's like I want to listen to it, and like some days I want to listen to it, some days I don't. So it's just like it's just more like, so for me, it's like it's flipped of how I feel if I want to listen to it or I just don't. So it's just a whole me thing in general. So yeah, I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm just saying, it's just like in and out. Like sometimes I want to listen to it, and sometimes, I just want to not. So yeah, I put that at the third spot out of all the albums. So the second one, this one, okay, the first two, the second and the first one, this is like flip flop for me. So how I'm feeling right now, currently right now, I feel like the Grim Peaks 3 is my second favorite Grim Peaks album out of all the trilogy. So let me say this. It's like Grim Peaks 3. It gives me like it has like a mixture of like feelings of like him talking about the industry, how he's doing great and how he's making his own thing, like he's doing better than everybody, and it has that mix, that really good mix of a little bit of that Halloween type of vibe, and that's what I love so much about this third album is that Halloween vibe that I'm getting every time I listen to this album. And I'm not saying it's bad or anything. Like it's a really good mixture of like the industry, his himself being all independent, and like saying fuck everybody that wants to hate on him and shit on him, that he's doing better than them and all that stuff. And it has some Halloween or aspects with Yo Flow 2. That was my favorite. That's like my favorite fucking song out of like all the songs in that fucking album, because it does have a little bit of references when he says Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, and the title UFO 2 is a reference to It, which is a really good movie. Like, whichever version, it's both good in its way. But yeah, I gotta say, currently, I feel like my second favorite Grim Peaks album has to be the third one because of that. And the first one, obviously, by my favorite Grim Peaks album out of all the three, it has to be the second one. I feel like this whole album in general, I can listen to it fully. I feel like if I even, it's like, for me, it's like if I listen to any of the Grim Peaks, like I will have to listen to the second one fully. Like there's no going around that with me because I feel like it's so good. Like the whole album, the whole second album is really good, that it's like to me like I have to listen to all of it because like there's one did the first song is good, so it's just like man, let me listen to the second song and the third song. It's like going on and on. So it's really fucking good in my opinion, especially with the ties in with his You're Not Alone album. I love the fucking last song of the second album, dude. When he goes in so hard at being real with everybody and saying like, expect more for his You're Not Alone album, man. It's just like it's so fucking good. And I just cannot wait for that. Or I cannot at the time, it really hyped me up for the You're Not Alone album because of that, man. And I think that's why it's like my favorite Grim Peaks album out of all the three. So let me reiterate my first, we're getting to the end of this video. So let me reiterate my, rankings, my list for three of the albums. So my first, for number one, I think is Grim Peaks 2 is my favorite. Second would be Grim Peaks 3 and third will be the first Grim Peaks. So, and at the time right now, it could be flip flop with both Grim Peaks 2 and 3, but I feel like right now my main favorite album out of all three of the Grim Peaks albums would have to be the second one, and the second being the third, and the third being the first. So, yeah, it's kind of confusing. I will put that in the description and both in the comments as well, so you guys, don't get kind of confused. But yeah, that's how I feel. But in general, all three of the albums are great, and yeah, I can't wait for, just more Little Revive music if he's gonna make another trilogy of album, or he's gonna surprise us, be like, yeah, bitches, I'm gonna make a fourth Grim Peaks, or some shit like that. So yeah, guys, let me know your rankings on which is your, which album is your favorite to like least favorite or whatever. I would love to hear what your guys' favorite Grim Peaks albums from Little Revive is. If not, that's Aiko with me. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is SantaGhost39, and I hope y'all have a wonderful morning, night, day, evening, whatever the occasion is, and I will see you all. I will see you all, lovely ladies and gentlemen, in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and yeah, guys. Later.